All right, once you've got all your toys assembled, sit any way you like. We'll start with our sitting and breathing. I'll mute you guys. Take a few more moments in the practice of harnessing mind to breath. Connecting to its sound. Its physical sensation. You stay close with the breath as it moves into your body. You get to witness the feeling sensations of the body. Not exactly with detachment. It's a warmer sense than that. But there's an openness to what you notice, your sense of noticing. Compassion. Noticing what you will tolerate and what you will accommodate. It's when we allow things to be just as they are that we notice they do not stay as they are. They will change, grow, and heal. So much of what we're doing in our yoga practice is making containers for the healing process. Healing, rarely a comfortable process. We need to learn the difference between the discomfort of healing and when we're actually hurting ourselves, whether with our own words or our actions. Let's come into a yin butterfly. So stay with your soft breath as you bring the feet together in front of you. Feet a good 24 inches out in front of the pelvis, a wide shape. If you need extra propping underneath knees, thighs, especially with your legs out in this wider diamond, do accommodate that. And slowly fold forward. Staying with your breath. You're not quite yinning out. We'll keep the conscious breath rhythm going. We'll stay as relaxed in the physical body as possible so the breath has room to move about it. You watch and gather information. And that gathering of information doesn't have to be naming or analyzing or figuring out anything. You're tracking sensation. The body, mind will start to recognize its patterns and unwind in the space you give it. We won't stay here quite as long as we would in a formal yin practice, but at least one more minute. Not trying to go anywhere, but be where you are. From the seat of your breath, watching your body respond to the stillness, to the space you're affording it. Maybe these last 3 exhales, you feel something else soften. Something willing to let go. Keep your neck very relaxed. Pull your belly in and use your hands to slowly ease you up to your seat. Straighten your legs out in front of you. If you want to lie on your back for a minute, you are welcome to do that. Just feeling the release of the pose. Stay with your breath. If you want to massage your legs, rub your knees, helping the energy move back through these joints that were just previously compressed in some places, tractioned in others. We'll move into our yin dragon variation. So watch for a moment. We'll be, again, not quite as long as we would in yin practice, but at least 2 minutes on each side. So do set yourself up so you're comfortable. That I often mean padding the knees. You'll step to the outside of your chair or stool. You're in a wide stride. And I like to have something soft because this is a hard chair. Your elbows, your belly, your chest can actually just rest on the chair, holding you upright. This is a similar propping to if you were just going to use blocks. You'd use the blocks to hold you upright. The chair just offers even more support than that. So I like that. It allows the low back to soften as the hips hang and take some of the weight out of the lower joints so they can relax. So I'll give you at least a minute to be fussy about setting this up, noticing if you need extra padding for anything. Especially in Yin Yoga practice, we work with the motto, no pain, no pain. So in the quiet, still place, even those first echoes of discomfort, of injurious discomfort, we can catch them before they become a problem. Sometimes I'll tolerate little something I feel in my knee because it's no big deal. But I've learned through this practice, no, that will eventually become a problem. I'm sharpening my sensitivity intentionally. Now, the discomfort of being still with your own feelings and thoughts, that I can't do anything about, and that's why we practice. All right, timer is started. So if you're settled, just find yourself a place for your head to relax in this more upright position. I like to keep the head upright or even the chin up a little bit. If you want to rest your head on your hands instead, that's fine. Yes, we are creating an intentional little back bend in the back with the opening of the back hip flexor. As you allow your pelvis to drop, you'll maintain space between the bones, so no sharp pains. Maybe just the dull pain of a deep tissue massage. And in the yin practice, well, I don't even say the word holding the pose because I don't want you to hold. I want you to be in it. Because you might notice subtle changes in your tissues, in your breathing. Give space and allow your body to run its natural course. My Yin Yoga teacher has offered this mantra in our approach to Yin practice. And I found a very useful mantra and approach to life, the 6 steps. As we enter the pose, we pause, soften, and connect. Connect to what you're feeling. And allow. Listen. And feel. Easing back into child's pose. Remember which leg is stepping back. So we might have been on different legs. And even here in this in-between pose, releasing the former pose. Pause. Soften. Connect. Allow. Listen. Feel. Transitioning to the second side. Keep your breath going steady and soft so you can watch and feel as your body sets up into the second side. It may need different accommodations from side one. Of course, unmute yourself if you have any questions or you're feeling something you're not sure you're supposed to be feeling. There's probably a way to prop that. Like on this side, I can tell my hip flexor tends to get overstretched. Too much connective tissue, not enough muscle. Then I like to make sure my whole back thigh is propped. Make sure arms and shoulders are comfortable. I'm not sure, but I suspect it's a phenomenon of getting into the deeper hip pelvic tissues. The arms start to fatigue or ache. I've noticed it myself. And then when I notice in students, I think it might be the mind body's diversion tactic. I'll let you feel what's going on in your own body as you practice pausing. Softening. Connect to your experience. Allow what is here to be here. Open your inner ears. Feel physically and emotionally. Just about 3 more breaths. Sometimes I like to know when the end is coming and watch how my body responds to knowing. It's time to move back into your child's pose. Or if you feel inclined to lie out in a shavasana or rest on your belly, trust that. Just breathe as you move your props out of the way without fighting them either. And once things feel settled, you'll transition onto your back. And turn up your ujjayi breath if you're moving everything aside. Your low body joints are a little loosey-goosey after yin, so be careful of how you pick things up. These straightforward elbow to knee abdominals. Lying on your back, stacking the knees up right over pelvis. Feet are active, hands interlaced behind your head and neck, elbows point to ceiling. Inhale, hold the breath in as you press low back down and curl your head and shoulders off the mat. Exhale, reach both elbows to your left thigh, straighten right leg out, pull your belly down. You can experiment with how high or how low you want the right leg to go. Keep low back, right side of waist on mat. Inhale, bend your knees. Shoulders up, curl tailbone up. Exhale, twist right, left leg out. Find some softness in your belly so you can pull it in. Inhale, center, bend your knees, triceps to sky. Exhale, twist left, right leg out. Pull belly down. Inhale, center, tuck the tailbone into the body. Exhale, twist right, left leg out. Pull your navel to spine. Inhale, center, flatten low back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, shoulders off mat. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, right thigh. Up to 3 more on each side. If you start to feel this in your back instead of your abdominals, then that's enough. You rest and breathe. When you're done with your rounds, feet on the floor, maybe a resting butterfly with your knees dropped open, hands on your belly. 3 luscious breaths. Circulate the energy you stirred up. Bridge. Feet on the floor. Maybe close enough you can brush your heels with your fingertips. As always, I'm not too concerned with the feet being that close. Press your feet down, curl your tailbone up, and press hips to sky. Arms any position today. If you want to keep the arms down and relaxed, or bring the hands up by your ears, etc. Just make sure you're connected to your strong legs, even if you're finding a position where the arms can help. Feel for lengthening tailbone towards knees, tilting the sacrum. If you can see your belly, see if you can watch your belly be still and instead invite the breath up into your chest, spreading the ribs right above your shoulders. Two more breaths. Strongly press the feet down to tilt the tailbone up. Drive hip bones to sky. And exhale, roll the upper back down. Tuck tail a little bit more. Roll middle back down. Like you're squeezing a roll between your thighs. Keep squeezing it, tuck tail. And roll the pelvis down. If windshield wipes are appropriate for you, you can open your arms to a cactus, separate your feet a little wider, and let your knees go swish, swish. Your head turn side to side. If these movements create grinding or discomfort, just find a still place to swish internally with your breath. All right, roll yourself over to all fours. Dolphin prelude. Coming down onto your elbows and wrapping your hands around your upper arms. So your elbows line up right under shoulders. Clasp your hands in front of you. Lean your hips back, keep them up as you rest your head on mat. Option to lift your hands off mat, pointing knuckles to sky. Allowing heart to sink towards the earth. Breathe your heart towards the earth. As you sense the closeness of your chest towards earth, notice what that feels like. Nice, you guys. Some of you, I'm seeing a visible softening of the back of the heart. All right, and as always, you're welcome to stay here for several more breaths or move into dolphin variations. Keeping your neck relaxed as you come forward to remeasure your elbow position. Reset your hands, either clasps or palms down if you're working for a little more strength and your shoulders are healthy. Feel for the wrists flat on the mat without strain. Press the ground away to lift out of shoulders, hang your head. Option to tuck your toes and breathe in. Lift your knees as you breathe out. Lots of action in the hands, arms pressing down into the mat without strain to lift you out of shoulders. Of the legs, hips reaching back. The spine being tractioned in between, a softness around the neck, the tops of the shoulders and upper back. Maybe most especially the jaw. Embryo pose, set your knees down, sit back on your heels, hands back by your feet. Relax completely. Downward facing dog. Step or hop your feet to front of mat. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samastitihi. Half sun. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to heart. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samastitihi. Classical sun salutes. These have lunges in them, so if you want to set some padding behind you for your knee to lower down on, you can throw that down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step left leg back into lunge. Knee down, untuck toes. Inhale, lift your heart, maybe your arms. Exhale, lower down to your belly or chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold into legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, chaturanga. Cat-cow is also a good substitute for this push-up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, hands down, step left foot forward and fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. That was one full round. We'll do one more. Inhale, arms. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Also, down dog works as a substitute. Then breathe in. Breathe out. Left foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. Last side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, chaturanga. And I'm going kind of fast, but complete the in-breaths and the out-breaths. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward. Inhale, lunge. All the way up to fingertips. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. Utkatasana. Inhale, sit back in chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down dog, or take your chaturanga up dog with complete breaths as you please. Down dog hip opener, right leg reaches up behind you, bend the right knee, turn your hips to the right. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, right arm up. Left arm, any position. It might be on your left leg, on your hip and back traction, or resting across your sacrum behind your back. Half bind. Especially for you with the bendy low backs, the sway backs. Inhale to lift your whole rib cage up. Exhale, drive your tail down as you pull the front ribs in. Make sure this is truly a side bend, not dipping into low back at all. Good shoulder wrapping. Extended warrior, any variation. Exhale, either right elbow to thigh, left arm crossing ear, or if right hand wants to start working down right leg towards the floor, over the next few breaths, you might keep working down into a deeper extension. It will feel counterintuitive, but the key to getting lower is to keep bending the right knee. Good breath. Keep it up. Runner's lunge. Hands frame the right foot. Spin onto the back toes. You might have to lift your hips up high to spin your hips and square them off now over right leg. Left heel pressing back strongly. As the left ankle pulls back, you breathe your chest, your rib cage forward. As if you could actually make space between the bones of the spine with your breath. Pull the lowest ribs up into the belly. Pull the belly off your thigh. Warrior 3. Shift your weight forward. I'm not concerned with either leg straightening or how high the back leg gets, but the integrity of your spine here, pulling the ribs, the belly up into the body so your spine is still lengthening forward. Your shoulders still soften away from ears. Any arm position you please. If your chair is handy, you can use it. Activate the left foot. Let it help hold itself up. All right, find your way back into downward facing dog. Down dog hip opener. Raise the left leg behind you. Inhale. Bending left knee, turning your hips, but not your shoulders. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Good. Everyone, inhale, get even taller through the rib cage, through the chest. Keep that length as you extend your warrior. Left elbow to thigh or lower, but the spine lengthening out over left knee. Feel for tucking left hip under just a little bit more, like you're pointing your left sit bone down. You could almost sit on it. Runner's lunge. Hands frame the left foot. Spin off the back heel. Warrior 3. Walk yourself forward until your weight's on left leg. As you push down with left foot, the right leg should seesaw up. Good. I feel for scooping the front ribs in towards each other. I hate the image of corset, but it feels a little like that. Find room to breathe in the back ribs. Good. Standing forward fold, step your right foot down. Soften over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Samastitihi. Horse stance. Separating your feet about 3 feet apart. Let's do a round of Bhastrika breath. So the classical mudra for this is we inhale, you'll reach your hands forward, palms down like you're grabbing something. As you exhale, you grab, turn the fists up, pull your elbows back as far as you can. Punching action. Inhale, exhale. The exhales are out the mouth with a like a cannonball. So we'll start slow. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Keep going. If it feels right to get faster, feel a little softness in your belly, almost like that Kapalabhati pump of the belly. Make sure your inhales are as big as that powerful exhale. Fill up. This translates to bellows breath. 10 more seconds. Pull it in, squeeze your elbows back, squeeze your shoulders back, tense up your fists, tense up your belly, sit down a little bit more. And then release that pressure, turn your toes in, come into your forward fold. Any forward fold, you can sway, you can keep your knees bent. Feel connected to the parts of yourself that are touching the earth. As if you could drain whatever just moved, let it drain into the earth. Twisting horse. Inhale to a flat back. Angle your toes out, your heels in, bring your palms onto your thighs. So leaning forward a little bit. Inhale to lengthen heart forward, reach tail back. Exhale, look over right shoulder, leaning chest towards right knee. And it's right for shoulder. Left arm might straighten as it presses left thigh back. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Go back and forth each side, 1, maybe 2 more times. When you are complete, you'll release back into your forward fold with the toes in. Again, any variation, if you want to interlace hands behind your back, Prasarita Padjanasana, you're welcome to do that. Feel for opening chest, relaxing neck, or stretching neck by tucking chin down. Lower your hands back down to the ground if they're up. Good. Runner's lunge towards right foot. Coming into a crescent lunge, tuck your tail down, bring hands to front thigh. Hands might stay on front thigh or arms up, palms press, maybe even looking up. If you're pressing palms, I recommend not interlocking the fingers, using your back strength to squeeze your arms into your head, your palms together. Good. Heel to butt. Lower your hands back down to the ground. If you can do heel to butt from lunge, you'll pad the back knee and draw your heel in any way you can. Make sure you're breathing. So you might want your block or your chair to lean on so you can reach back for that back foot without tweaking shoulders, cramping hamstrings. If lunge variations don't work for you, you can come onto your belly or lie on your right side and draw left heel to butt that way. As being the lunge, I do recommend the variation where your heart is lifting, your tail is dropping, just like in our yin lunge, but now actively pressing the front foot, spreading its toes, tucking the tail down. All right, carefully release, down dog or cat cow or any other vinyasa. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Optional, palms pressing, trying to straighten your arms and squeeze your ears. Optional, look up at your palms. If looking up is not a regular part of your practice, it can feel like it's tightening your neck, then you keep your gaze straight ahead. Good. Keep breathing your chest forward and up, especially my friends with the sway back. Good. Keep your torso angling forward a little like that, Cynthia, and press the arms back instead. Heel to butt variations, either slowly easing down into a lunge with a protected back knee, or slowly easing yourself onto your belly, or your left side. If you want to use your chair, you can. Good. Use your left hand on your thigh, Susan, to lift your heart up, scoop your belly up. All right, carefully find your way back into down dog. Lower down onto your knees. If kneeling's not okay, you can stand for this variation on camel prep. Hands interlaced behind your back or hold your strap behind you. Squeeze the shoulders back. Now to begin with, the hands might be on the pelvis. Use that to guide your tail down. Inhale to lift your rib cage up without leaning back. Exhale, squeezing just the shoulders and collarbones back. If you keep going backwards, it's as if there is something holding you underneath your shoulder blades. So only the upper back will go backwards. Chin is either tucked or you can let the head relax back. But go slow. You'll notice letting head go back, you might feel right away at your low back, especially if you're working with any injury there. Good. A couple more breaths. So if you want to reach back into your camel, you are welcome to. If you want to keep your hands on your hips and squeeze shoulders back, camel prep, that also works. Good. Sticking your chest out. Not always great alignment, but here, very protective for low back. Camels, bring your hands back onto the small of your back, onto your sacrum to press it down. Breathe your heart forward. Let the head follow. Take a moment in neutral. All right, those of you with chairs, I'll offer this one for you. If you have a strap and a chair. For those of you who don't have either or, I will show you what you're doing next. So strap hooks onto the chair. We're going to sit on the chair mostly to pin it in place. Make sure your feet are on the floor. So how far back you sit, I don't care, but I want you connected to your legs on the earth. You'll hold the strap overhead. Let's say hold the straps in the right hand, cover right hand with left hand. You'll squeeze elbows into ears, and don't worry, I'll talk you through it slow. Inhale, elbows to sky. Exhale, start to pull on the strap as if you're sending your fists, your strap right up to the ceiling. Make sure you breathe. Now, if you're not using chair strap, if you have a strap and no chair, there is a way to, if you had a really long strap, to loop it around your foot and do this in Warrior One. Do you have a long strap with a loop? Do you know how to make a loop? You can make that little loop just big enough for your foot. You'll stand on it with your back foot. And same position, holding strap in right hand, holding right hand with left hand. Elbows in, elbows up. Starting to straighten, pull the strap up to the ceiling. Breathing. If your strap's not long enough for that, do archer prep arms. Good. Those of you in the chair, take a moment to rest. Actually, maybe do unlocking the shoulders, holding an invisible block between your elbows in front of you. Send it forward and up. Give it a squeeze. Then one more time, hold the strap. This time, straps in your left hand. Hold your left hand with your right hand. Warrior, change sides. Breathe while you change sides. Okay. Elbows stay close in, sending elbows to the sky. Feel for lengthening through triceps, but keeping the lowest ribs in your belly. So you're not back bending, but shoulder opening. When I first learned this pose for a long time, I really didn't feel anything in it, except I would get upset doing it for some reason. I'm starting to dig out those tight tissues at the back of the heart, our shielding. We've gotten at them in a few different positions today. Here's just another way. Good. If you haven't been breathing, you've been trying to get your arms straight without breathing, that won't work. Find your breath. And then relax your arms. All right, we're heading towards Shavasana timing. So, those of you winding down towards Shavasana, you're feeling complete, we'll simply come onto your back, maybe with your strap, upside down forward fold. If you plan on playing after class and taking your rest later, if you'd like to take some upside down time, you're probably pretty warmed up for dolphin on your chair or wall. If you're new to the dolphin form balance, I would do hands clasped because the elbows will definitely move away from each other. Feet on chair or wall come no higher than hips, trying to pike. So your hips will eventually line up over your shoulders. And if you've practiced before, you can bring one leg up. Yeah, get much closer to your chair, Cynthia. Yeah, so when you set up, your feet are actually under it. Using your chair for Shavasana, very good idea. And if you need any suggestions for winding down, nothing what I said appeals to you. Yeah, you'll have to press down into the chair, Cynthia, not press back into it. Nice. Just let me know. I'm full of ideas. Yes, push your chest toward your thighs. Pull the lowest ribs up into your belly. There it is. Now, if you were going to balance, you would look towards your hands, but while you have the support of chair or wall, keeping your neck relaxed is a fantastic practice. Those of you in Shavasana, hopefully you can tune my voice out. I'll get quiet. And Susan, if you have your stool to put your legs on to rest, I think that blood flow reversal, not really reversal, but I'll just say reversal, will be good for circulating back to your hips. If you even have an extra blanket to put your hips on for extra elevation, you can play. One of my teachers would say it takes on average 7 minutes for all the little blood cells in your legs that maybe don't make it back to the heart to make it back in this upside down position. Some of you have already gotten a good 3-4 minutes in your Shavasana, so if you want to stay upside down, you stay. Of course, bedtime is usually when that circulation happens. But we're even more upside down than that right now. If you are ready to come up, remember you're at a little bit of a height as you hug your knees in and ease off to one side, catching yourself with your hands. And press down into the ground. Feel the ground below you as you let it press you up to sitting. With the palms together, thumbs press against the sternum and lift your heart. Bow your head to your heart. Give your body and all that stirs within it sincere thanks. And in that gratitude, we bow to each other. Namaste.